Hello everyone, I'm gonna play another game, so let's go. I'm gonna try to play another perk. Okay, I teach another. I'm starting to do like a new series of videos about the Karokan. Okay, I think it's maybe more instructive and all of this, but okay, for me, I prefer to show openings like the perk and while I play. Um, the reason is okay. The I consider the pick to be even more like spectacular, more fun, especially in Blitz. But the Karokan is more like I would say more universal. You can play it in any time control, especially um, in a slower time controls. Okay, but even in fast time controls. And but yeah, the perk in this tank controls is more fun. It's not so risky like in slow tank controls. And okay, for me, I prefer to take advantage of the fact that I'm playing a blitz game. And okay, I cannot do this. Like I cannot play the perk in slower tank controls as much as I do in blitz. So okay, for the moment the game is good, it's okay. I'm about to castle now. Maybe, who knows, but this is a bit risky, I would say. Kind of start in the future. Launching here, pawn attacks, and also I cannot take here so much because there will be many open lines for me. And okay, I'm not gonna take this because he can play rook b1 and then take this pawn back. So I'm gonna castle simply and see what he does. Maybe trying to take a semi-open file is good to put one of the rooks in one of the open lines or semi-open lines to put pressure and to start taking some squares. And okay, here is better to play maybe. Okay, I was thinking to play with this rook here, but if I want to defend this pawn after rook b1, so maybe here, because this rook I wanted to use it to defend this pawn. But okay, now I think this rook belongs more here, and after this, I think with this I force him to trade this knight, which is good because I'm attacking this pawn too. So I think he has to take, or maybe defend this, but at least we trade one of the knights. And now maybe he's thinking about, yeah, we have to be careful, especially when our pieces fall on squares that are not protected. So for example, the knight will not be protected here, and he has some tricks like this. He takes this pawn and then attacks my knight, but after this, okay, I will have, okay, attack over the f2 pawn, which he stopped defending. So one of the things, very important things in chess is to pay attention on what the position change on in the last move. So in this sense, he stopped defending this pawn, and I think I can take here. Now, yeah, exactly. But this is defended. Wow, so I was mistaken on this. I made a mistake. But after this, he has a trick. I was not losing nothing for this if I cannot take here. So now I think he falls for this trap. F5. Okay, we have this trick. The worst thing is that he takes the knight with a good position for the queen, but now... Yeah, and now I can enter into f2. So this is very good for me. And okay. Now I don't like that my queen is here. I cannot win much. It's difficult to transfer it to the king side. So I'm gonna win a tempo over the rook so I can transfer the queen later. Okay, if he takes... Okay, this is a good move, I would say. I'm gonna defend here the s7 pawn while I threaten to double the rooks and put an eye here. Also, if he takes, I think I can take b2, threatening here, also threatening here and transfer the queen to the defense, which is very important. Now I can take. And now it's very important for me that I'm threatening to trade queens. Now that I have a bishop advantage, it's really important to trade queens. To remove, okay, almost any counterplay. And now I think I have a trick because he has rook e2 again. Yeah, he has to play this, because if not, I have bishop e5, disrupting the defense of the rook. And let's see. I think bishop e5. Now the game is over. Should be won. Okay. I still have to be careful a little bit, but the game should be ended easily. Okay. I think I have to maneuver and to fight a bit. Like, with 10 seconds on the clock, a blitz game is not completely over. Maybe for Magnus Carlsen, yes, but for a lot of people like me, you still have to be careful. Yeah, so I don't want to avoid the rook coming here. I want to create a passer too, while he advances his pawns. I'm not sure if this is the best strategy. Okay, have to be careful with the time. Now I'm gonna defend the pawn. Later, maybe play like this or give a check. And now let's see what he does. I'm gonna centralize the bishop, defending, attacking. So this is very important when we have a piece that does everything. Now king c4, I have rook c5. And I think rook c1 with rook c1. Okay, I'm gonna take here. Now taking pawns is very important, because I think with the rook c1 he has this. Still defending. So I prefer to take the pawn first. I'm gonna give a check. Let's see what he does. Now, yes, I'm gonna play this. Let's see what he does. Maybe I can continue with these pawns. This pawn. Okay, he decided to sack the rook finally, but the game is over now. Yeah, so finally the game ended. It was good. Let's see what the computer says. It's doing analysis. Okay. For me it was 88. I need to show it maybe. like not like this. Like this. 88 was good, was decent, was good. Especially for a blitz game, it was a good game for me, and he played like 81. And okay, this was theory, it was normal. I want to put the bishop here, and okay, knight h5 is good. We remove the bishop pair. Here, the computer says it's better to simply castle, okay? Yeah, the bishop is a bit weird here. And okay, I wanted to take with the c pawn instead with the e pawn, as the computer said. The computer prefers with the e pawn. Okay, because I don't want any complications here, and also I will have an imbalance, and to give a space for the queen to play on b6. So I decided to remove the bishop pair. Queen b6. The computer prefers a6, which, okay, it's fine. And well, here the computer is correcting me a lot, but it's okay. Yeah, to give this bishop, it's not easy, no? Like, especially when here this knight is also touch. Okay, this bishop defends the king very well, so maybe in a slow game, I will consider it. Yeah, you double the pawns and maybe later you castle kingside. You are opening this, so not sure. Okay, maybe he cannot attack properly my kingside, but it's a very committal move. And 94. Okay, this was a strange. Yeah, queen b2. Okay, I was thinking maybe it was possible, but okay. In blitz, you have to play simple sometimes, especially when you don't have the need to complicate yourself. Okay, you have a good position already out of the opening with black pieces, so why I would do this to myself? And yeah, he missed this f5. Okay, we both missed this. But for me, okay, the worst thing is that we trade pieces. Is the worst thing. And yeah, after f5, okay, we are a bishop up. Yeah, he missed that. The thing is, yeah, maybe he wanted to enter here now that I'm not attacking f2, but he missed maybe this queen b2, and I can transfer the queen to the defense, or maybe trade queens. And here, yeah, he played, I think, a correct move, because, okay, maybe it's the same. I was thinking about this bishop b5 to disconnect these rooks with a check, but not sure what is the continuation for him here. I don't know, to be honest. Okay, the game is won anyways. So, okay. It simply requires to not mess up with these 2 pawns. Okay, I was worried for these 2 pawns. But also, if you're a bishop up and you put pressure on the other side, like, the general rule is that you should not have too many complications. So basically you reduce your strategic ideas into this, okay? He has to take many tempos, more tempos with the pawns, because these are 2. So if he wants to create many problems against my advantage of the bishop, has to lose more tempos, has to play with 2 pawns. For me, I have to basically advance with 1. So after I centralize the bishop, okay, I tied his rook into a very passive square, and already this basically solves any problem that I could have, if there is any problem. So yeah, the game is one like this. So yeah, guys, I hope you like the video and see you. Bye bye.